Hi, it's Janine here from Gentle Warrior. I have no idea why I'm popping on to do this video. And I actually have to keep track of the time because I have a client as well. But I've just been drawn to go live and to very quickly speak about fertility and COVID-19 because I know that I'm not the only person who is going through this. We found out, I'll just give a quick background about many people on my Gentle Warrior Facebook page know this, but I am planning to put this video on my YouTube as well. Again, like I said, I don't know why I'm doing this video, but maybe there's somebody out there that needs to hear this. So 2018, I had 2 miscarriages, one at about 8 weeks and second one at 14 weeks. So I had to birth my son. And this was both in 2018, one in January, one in February. So 2019 was massive grief, I would say, and last year. And so we didn't really get to spend a lot of time on actively trying to conceive. And then lead up now to 2020, I turned 45 in December, and I was like, oh, damn it. Okay, time is really running out. So we landed up going to our consultants who said, egg donor stage because of risks with another miscarriage. So that was a massive kick to the gut, a huge shock to the system. Went to my GP, whom I love and respect, spoke to her, and she said, yeah, maybe we need to start looking now at the egg donor stage. And then what happened? Less than 2 weeks later, thrown into to quarantine. Fertility clinics are shut down. So we made a few calls out to, actually, I really don't know why I'm doing this video, and I'm feeling a little bit vulnerable speaking about it, but I clearly need to speak about this. I'm going to keep pushing forward and getting this out. So fast forward, stuck home, all of the fertility clinics shut, can't travel to Prague, can't travel to Spain, potentially going into a recession. Egg donor is not cheap. It costs, well, once you've got extra tests, I'd say pretty close to 10 grand with all the medication and that. And what I've done is I've decided to throw everything at this. I mean everything. At the moment, there's no idea when anybody's going to be able to travel to Prague or to Spain or to the places where it's cheaper to go for egg donor and where some of the success rate is a little bit higher due to the technology over there. So I've decided to take matter in my own hands. The minute we agreed we're going to give it one last go of trying with my own eggs naturally, because we're stuck indoors. We are here and the clock is ticking. I've started losing weight. I went to Kelly Fit and Dance, and it's Kelly Dance and Fit, Kelly Casey, and I've lost a stone in just under 2 months, because that's going to make my body healthier, and it's going to help me to produce eggs, healthier eggs, but it's also going to mean that my body is going to be healthier to carry the baby when I conceive. So that was the only thing that I had control over at the stage, because even hospitals have been shut. So I know I'm not the only one going through this. We finally got a call back last week to go and see our consultant. And they said, they looked at everything again. I had my day 3 bloods taken, my day 21 bloods taken. The day 3 was all good. Everything was fine. The day 21 blood showed that my progesterone level now has dropped a bit because of my age. So they are going to be giving us Clomid, to start Clomid for the next 3 to 4 cycles next month. So this is us taking the bull by the horns, and speaking to our consultant and speaking to our GP again this week. They have agreed that ideally we'd go straight into egg donor, but as the likes of Sims and places in Dublin are so backed up on the egg donor route, there's such a massive waiting list, and they can't tell me when they're going to get to see me. The consultants and the doctors have said, give it one last go so that you're not wasting potentially 4 to 5 months. And then before you know it, in December, I'm 46 and the risks get even higher. I guess what I'm trying to say is there is so many routes you need to look at if you're trying to conceive, especially now, okay? I am going medical route as well. So we're getting Clomid prescribed to us for the next 3 to 4 cycles. I'm going it should be in the next few weeks after I get my next menstrual cycle. I go straight in and I get an HSD test. This is when they inject dye into your uterus and they check your tubes and that out. So they need to double check that everything's good over there. I've had scans to show that everything's fine. I've had my bloods. What else do we need to do? So medical route is covered. Clomid, and I've made an appointment with Sims for the 5th of June, which means that we're on a waiting list. We're having our first consultation, and once we've had that consultation, then you enter a waiting list for when they can actually clear their backlog and see you, because they're dealing with a lot of existing clients at the moment as well. But then there's other areas that you can look at if you're stuck. So that's the medical. You need, if you're at the age where I'm at and you've had such disappointments as I have, you do need the medical route. The second route I've taken is a homeopath. So I had that appointment on Thursday, and I'm waiting for my first remedy to arrive. When I'm pregnant, my second remedy will arrive. So we're dealing with the emotional trauma that you can get stuck in when everything is ripped out of your control due to COVID-19, where you can't just go and run into Sims or can't just fly into Prague or anything like that. And the only control, you've got very little control, even if you can fall pregnant being indoors and stuck here. So that causes a lot of emotional stress. Plus, if anybody else has had miscarriages, there's still that fear of falling pregnant again. There's still that, what if this happens, especially because we have been advised to go egg donor route, and now they have said, look, due to the very weird situation with the pandemic, that they do advise we've got to do everything and try again naturally. So that puts fears when you get told that you have 20% only. My doctor says, Janine, 20% is high. I'm like, oh my God, that's 80% failure rate. She's like, that's 20% potential success rate. So it's looking, I suppose, flipping the way you look at it as well, but it's knowing that you need to give it your all. So the homeopathy, her remedies will be very much around the trauma and the fear that's been trapped in my body for so long. And helping me get to, my brain is just full of head fog some days from the bit of anxiousness about this. So it's just getting everything in my body nice and calm to get me ready to conceive. So if anybody's trying to work through fertility during these really weird circumstances of the pandemic, you know what, give me a shout. I'll give you the name of the homeopath I'm using, and she comes highly recommended. And for those of you that are if you're on my Gentle Warrior page, you've got some form of spirituality on you. She also understands shamanism. So when I had my first meeting with her, I didn't know that, and I was being all she was asking me how I felt, and I was being all clinical, and then she was going trying to push me deeper, and I had to say to her, look, I don't know where you are on your spiritual trip, but if you want to hear the stuff that's going on, from a fluffier standpoint, I can tell you what my beliefs are around my, my trauma and my losses and my current womb issues. And she was like, I need you to go to that spiritual level, because, she has done some shamanic studies in that as well, which was a massive relief for me, because being a Sangoma, that's everything that's ingrained within me. So I could go really deep and tell her where I felt that everything was fitting in spiritually, so she can produce a remedy for me as well. So that's medical route. That's homeopathic route to help you with your stress. I've had a healing session as well. So I've gone and seen a healer. So that's just to clear me out and flush me out and get ready. And I've been doing my own, because I'm a moon mother, I've been doing my own womb blessings and womb healings as well, just to get my womb prepared and just to get rid of some of that trauma stuck in my womb. And then I've even speaking to my GP, she agreed we need to look at vitamins, all the types of vitamins. Oh my God, guys, you're not going to believe the freaking amount of vitamins I have to take, and they cost a bomb. Advanced fertility support for men. That's what we're starting well on. Yesterday I did a massive shop. Advanced fertility support for women. I don't know if you can see that. The sun is out there. People swear by this. My GP swears by this. Vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams. CoQ10, nobody ever speaks about, but even my doctor has said that she has heard wonderful things about CoQ10, and her nutritionist has been telling her about it. So I was advised to take 200 milligrams, so two tablets of CoQ10. Fish oil, omega-3. This is also going to help my brain fog that I've been getting lately. Oh yes, back on the medical side. Oh God, yeah, this is exciting. I've got progesterone dispositories. So apparently these are to help to prevent miscarriages, and they've got something to do with the lining of the womb. So I obviously, speak to your GP if you're trying and ask if she feels that you need progesterone dispositories. But I did my own research. Nobody advised me on oh no, actually I lie. A nurse that I know, she actually told me about progesterone dispositories, but the doctors themselves did not. And I actually had to ask my doctor, who said, absolutely, with your history, you need that. Clear blue sticks, nothing like peeing on a stick first thing in the morning. I've been preventing these things for so long, but at this stage now, yeah, you just need a little bit of help to show you when you are ovulating, especially when your progesterone levels have dropped at my age, and you really do just need to get that guidance. So again, I have no idea why I'm doing this video. I mean, it's really personal and private. This journey is really freaking scary. So maybe you know somebody who's sitting with fertility issues in a lockdown, or who is, struggling with that, because we're doing a ceremony tonight as well, a fertility ceremony, especially now with it being May, all about, producing and abundance. So we're going to be doing that as well. There's so many aspects to look at. So if you know anyone that's having concerns, or doesn't know what to do next with their fertility journey because they can't travel to another country, they can't get into the clinics if they're not into the fertility clinics if they're not already in it, and they are struggling to conceive naturally, or they're concerned because of obvious things like your age and your egg quality, miscarriages and fears that you're stuck in, then maybe this video will help them. But I'm throwing everything at it. I'm doing exercise, I am doing healthy eating. So I actually have a nutritionist that is also my exercise instructor, and I've employed her for that, and she's damn good. As I said, I've lost a stone in less than 2 months thanks to her, and that's going to help me a lot with my fertility. I am using a homeopath for remedies to deal with trauma, stress, from my losses and the fear of falling pregnant again. And then I am also using my own healers as well to help me, and I'm using, because I'm a healer, I'm also doing my own healings on the womb side myself. I'm doing my affirmations, I'm doing everything to try and make myself strong. I'm using the help of medical, Clomid, progesterone. I've gone to doctors, I've had my bloods taken, I'm going for my scans, all of that kind of stuff. Always do keep medical in mind as well when you're at the stage where I'm at, and it's getting just hard to do it by yourself. And yeah, I mentioned the homeopath as well. So I think that's everything. I don't know who needs this video. I didn't feel comfortable doing this video, but I hope that it has helped someone. And now I need to go and get ready for a client. So much love to you all. Anyone that you know that may be on this journey, and anyone who's on this journey, if you want to reach out to me, please do, because it's not a fun journey, but it does help to have people around you that are going through it as well. Much love to you all. Bye.